reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers.
And now, your 2025 Carolina Panthers.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Trevor Etienne to return this. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. It's Young to throw here on first. That's complete. Sanders has got him outright. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To the air yet again. Young. Complete beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young working from the gun. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Shotgun gig now to Dowdle. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They're going for it. Young. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
1st and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now Darnold off the play action. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Seahawks, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And again, it's Darnold. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Darnold. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Out of the gun, Young. Connection made to Tremble. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Young's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Young to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
To Tommy Tremble. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Young. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pass brought in by Tedero and McMillan. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. On the counter, Dowdle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. Now Young. Completed over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Young to throw it. We've got a screen to the running back.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Young working from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Could not beat the defender there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Panther field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. Keeps away from one. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Here's Darnold to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
We've set it down from 37. Caught. Robbie Oots makes the play. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down, Seattle.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. The gun. Here's Darnold. Shuttle pass complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Darnold now to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
The coverage by Christian Rosebull.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
It's second down and 10.
Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. It's him on the inbound. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Play fake. Darnold. Escapes out to the left. He takes this forward a little into about the 39. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slipping quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. You evade them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Now Darnold on to play action. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Darnold finds his man over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hubbard with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Panthers set to take the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. There's the give to Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Young. The left side, Sanders has it. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, But touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get 23 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal, and because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
You motion the tight end over. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. On him quick, and they bring him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw 3rd and long. This is Kupp. That's Kupp. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
13. Panthers 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A tight end in motion now. Quickly out to the right, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Got to be 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young working from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Tyrese Knight on the coverage.
The inside give to Dowdle. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kind of tough to stop him short right there. The offense, that's one of those situations where I feel like they could have walked to the sideline, drawn it up on the whiteboard for him, told him it's coming, and the defense still couldn't stop it.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Young throwing here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. This gets the 1st and more. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Young, touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
Panthers 17, Seahawks 13.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To Walker from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Shaw Smith waved on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. It's complete. Play made by Cup. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. With a quick bounce out line. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Seahawks losing by 4. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Put the body on the line for his team. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
He'll look to throw it. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout.
It's a gain of 7.
And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Back to throw. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Panthers 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing the out route complete. He reaches the sideline. Clock stops, but the defense holds him to a gain of maybe 6 or 7.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A 5-yard gain.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 36-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Young to throw it. Flying right side by McMillan. And that's a first down. The clock stops with 15 seconds to play. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, he loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. To the air yet again. Young. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Covered with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
First down from the 42. Now it's Dowdle. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Young working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Looking over the middle, and it finds Leggett. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Just a reminder, a touchdown doesn't end it here, but it would put them on the edge of victory. Here's second down. Again, it's Young. Catch made. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers claim a 6-point lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. They weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Well,
in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
This offense just got let off the hook with that one. A pick ends this game. A drop pick, well, gives this offense a little extra life. It's kind of like an error in baseball, and you see it all the time. That opponent takes advantage. When you can't complete the play, let's see if the offense can do the same.
2nd and 10 now. Darnold. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he won't fight through. Needed 1 yard forward. Send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. Well, in the past, that opening touchdown would have won it for him on the spot, but not anymore, baby. They needed not just the score, they needed a stop on the other end, too, before they could leave here with that victory.
Ultimate team, right? Together,
yep.
Everyone achieves more. In the old day, that coin toss was often a deciding factor. Not anymore. Now it took their defensive effort as well. It's why that locker room celebration, because it's a whole team, is going to be so darn sweet.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.